Okay, students, it was discussed in the last class that how current continues, that current total current continues in an electrical circuit while capacity is getting charged. In absence of a conduction current or conducting current, there will be displacement current, and in absence of a displacement current, there will be conducting current. Overall, some total current, that total current remains same. If a displacement current is 0, then total current will be due to conducting current. If a conducting current is 0, then the total current will be due to the displacement current. And it is being seen that displacement current is that current which is produced or obtained due to the variation of electric field, due to the changing electric field. That's why we tried to define that displacement current in terms of electric field, because of which we are getting a magnetic field between the two plates of the capacitor during its charging, and the same is expressed in terms of electric field. Displacement current is expressed in terms of field by using Gauss theorem, that displacement current ID is equal to epsilon naught d phi E by dt. Displacement current ID is equal to epsilon naught, that is the permittivity of a free space, into time rate of a change of electric flux d phi by dt. Now come to this EM waves, electromagnetic waves, the waves which are radiated by an accelerated charge. How that accelerated charge is equivalent to oscillating charge, that also we did discuss. One oscillating charge can be taken as a accelerated charge because during its oscillation it gets accelerated about its mean position when it is seen, when it is studied about its mean position during the oscillation. If it is executing simple harmonic motion about its mean position, then during its simple harmonic motion, that charge or that atom, you can say even atom also, atom during its oscillation, it gets accelerated. Such accelerated charge is able to produce electromagnetic waves. The radiations radiated by an accelerated charge, and that radiation which propagates in space or in the medium due to the two coupled electric and magnetic fields oscillation. Here two fields are oscillating, because of which a wave is resulted. Two fields, electric field and magnetic field, two fields are oscillating, because of which wave is resulted or wave is produced, and that produced wave which propagates, which continues in a space or medium, but perpendicular to the plane which is consisting of these two fields. I mean, all these three are mutually perpendicular to each other. Which three? Electric field, magnetic field, and direction of propagation. Here in this space, in three-dimensional space, if it is considered the propagation of EM wave along x-axis, if the EM wave, if it is assumed to be propagating along the x-axis, then on y-axis we can represent the variation of electric field, and along the z-axis we can represent the variation of magnetic field. All the three are mutually perpendicular to each other like this. Along this x-axis, if it is assumed to be one light wave or EM wave, if it is propagating along the x-axis, means along y-axis there will be variation of electric field, along the z-axis there will be variation or change of magnetic field. I all the time tell you that to refer this corner of the room so that it can be easily understood. There we can get three axes. One corner you can treat it as a y-axis, and another this you can treat it as a x-axis, and this is nothing but our z-axis. Here these three are mutually perpendicular to each other. But from this graph, what we can understand, see that when electric field get its peak value, at the same time magnetic field also gets its peak. When electric field is getting zero, I mean its strength, electric field strength or quantity you can say, in terms of either Newton per Coulomb or in terms of volt per meter, which can be expressed unit of electric field. That is a force experienced by the charge, unit charge, either in terms of a Newton per Coulomb or it can also be expressed in terms of a volt per meter, because further this also is derived that electric field we are treating it as a potential gradient dV by dx, negative potential gradient. It means with respect to perpendicular distance, voltage goes on or potential goes on change or decreases. That's why based on this relation, electric field can also be expressed in terms of volt per meter. Potential in terms of volt, distance in terms of a meter. Electric field has two units, Newton per Coulomb and volt per meter. The chapter with which we are dealing, depending upon that, we are supposed to make use of either Newton per Coulomb or volt per meter. In first chapter, we use this term because so far we are not still when it is not discussed capacitors, we express that field in terms of Newton per Coulomb. Once in the capacitors chapter, we discussed that electric field by taking this as a unit volt per meter. Okay, these two fields, I am talking about strength here. Electric field and magnetic field both can attain same values. When it attains its peak value or maximum value, at the same time magnetic field also attains its peak value or maximum value. When electric field is getting zero or less, at the same time magnetic field also is getting less or minimum. With this, what we can say, both these two are in same phase. There is no phase difference between them. Same phase. Phase means state of vibration. State of vibration. While discussing the oscillation, simple harmonic motion, with that example all the time we do discuss. What we do discuss by taking the two pendulum or two bobs of the simple pendulum. If both are disturbed to oscillate, both are disturbed at the same time, both can attain same peak value. At the same instant of a time, both will be at their peak values. At the same time, both will be at their mean position. Again at the same time, both will be there again at the peak position, but in opposite direction. If two oscillating bobs are attaining their peaks value and their peaks and their minimum positions at the same time, means they are said to be in phase or same phase. There that physical example which can be visualized easily understood. But here there is no oscillation of the bob. What are oscillating here? Electric field and magnetic field are oscillating. They are in phase. Both are in same phase. It means there is no phase difference. There is no difference in their states of vibration, because a phase means state of vibration. When one gets its maximum value, other also gets its maximum at the same instant of time. This is what? Phase is a state of vibration. With this, both electric field and magnetic field attain same position or same value at same instant of time. Okay, the definition. Is this clear? Wave radiated by an accelerated charge, and that wave or that radiation which propagates in a space or medium due to two coupled electric and magnetic fields oscillation, due to variation of these two fields. And how that propagates in a medium or a space? It propagates in such a way that all the three will be perpendicular to each other. All the three means electric field, magnetic field, and direction of propagation. All the three are mutually perpendicular to each other. Okay, then the properties. What are all the properties of EM waves? First, let me list out simple properties. What are the simple properties? First property, what we can say? First property, you can write its definition itself. All EM waves, all electromagnetic waves are generated or produced due to the accelerated charge. Or EM waves are radiated by an accelerated charge. The definition itself, it's first property. And the next, all EM waves in a free space travel with the same speed. All EM waves means, see, there is a band of waves. Together we call it as a spectrum, electromagnetic spectrum. Why do I say all EM waves? Because in that electromagnetic spectrum, we will come across so many parts, of course, which can't be contrasted, which can't be differentiated by taking an exact boundary, even though there will be band of wavelengths or band of frequencies, starting from the radio wave, microwave, infrared, visible, ultraviolet, X-ray, gamma ray. All these are parts of the electromagnetic spectrum. It means all these waves can be produced by a single source. What is that source? Accelerated charge. Accelerated charge, depending upon its acceleration, depending upon its oscillation, it can produce visible light. It can produce ultraviolet or X-ray or gamma ray or radio wave. Okay, but depending upon its oscillation means amplitude. If the amplitude, wavelength, frequency, if they are getting changed, those are called by their different parts: radio, micro, infrared, like that. But all the EM waves means all those radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible, even visible also. All these waves will travel with the same speed. Where in free space, all EM waves travel with the same speed. Same speed in free space. What that speed is? The speed of EM waves or visible light. With what velocity, with what speed it moves, it propagates. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. It is same speed. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. And how we can find out its velocity? Of course, we can conduct an experiment. That the result of conducted experiment should be matched with the mathematical formula, mathematical theoretical expression. What is that theoretical expression? C is equal to 1 by square root of mu naught into epsilon naught. This is the formula. Because already while defining the electromagnetic wave, there itself we defined it as this is a resultant wave which is due to the variation of two fields, electric field and magnetic field. That's why electric field property in concern with the free space is permittivity. Are you getting? Electric field property in concern with the free space is epsilon naught, permittivity of a free space, and magnetic property in concern with the free space is permeability. That is with this mu naught, permeability of a free space, absolute permeability of a free space, absolute permittivity of a free space. Even you can check it out dimensionally whether is this correct or not, and even we can calculate its value also. If you substitute their values in this formula, we have to get this answer: C is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. For that, we should know their values. What's the value of a mu naught? 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 Tesla meter per ampere. Similarly, epsilon naught value, what is its value? 8.85 into 10 to the power of minus 12. It's a unit. Epsilon naught. We have to imagine that expression with which we can write their SI units. By using Coulomb's law itself, we can remember that we have to visualize all those formula while writing their SI units and dimensional formula, and later those have to be verified whether the written units are correct or not just by imagining them. How can we? ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀರಿ? ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. 4 pi ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. q ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬೈ r ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಎಪ್ಸಿಲಾನ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಕಳಿಸಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? f ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಪ್ಸಿಲಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಯೂನಿಟ್? ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಐತಿ, ಕೂಲಂಬ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಐತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ ಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಐತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್. Its SI unit is a Coulomb square per meter square per Newton. Similarly, mu naught also. Correct ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Epsilon naught ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. ಕಳಿಸಿದ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಪರ್ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್. ಇದು ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ Coulomb square divided by distance square. Coulomb square per meter square per Newton. See, while writing, you have to imagine. हम तेलक ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು, ವಿಜುವಲೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತೆ mu naught ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ while writing the SI unit of a mu naught or any certain physical quantity, you should remember their equivalent expressions. ಯಾವುದು? ಬಿಯರ್-ಸಾವರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಲಾ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಏನಿದೆ ಬಿಯರ್-ಸಾವರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಲಾ? B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi. ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡೋದು, ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಇದಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta dimensionless. So all these dimensionless constants ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. they don't help us to write the unit of any physical quantity which we come across in that expression. Ideal sin theta by r square. mu naught ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಇದನ್ನಷ್ಟೇ mu naught ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ರಿ. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಟೆಸ್ಲಾ. r ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ಮೀಟರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ ಪರ್ ಆಂಪಿಯರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೆಂತ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಏನು? m to the power of -1. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಇದೆ. 2 - 1 ಏನು ಉಳಿತು? 1/m ಉಳಿತು. SI unit of a mu naught is Tesla meter per ampere. Now, if we substitute these values in this expression, we will get the speed of the light or speed of all the EM waves in free space. Suppose if they are traveling in a medium, then obviously their velocity gets changed depending upon the medium, whether that medium is opaque or a transparent, whether is that allowing the light to pass through it or not. If I take a glass or a wooden piece like this, it does not allow the light to pass through it. This is opaque. But if I take some glass that allows the light to pass through it, then what would be the velocity or speed of light in that glass? Definitely, it won't be of this much. ಇಷ್ಟಿರಲ್ಲ, ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆನೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second ಇದೆ. In a glass, light travels 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, because the refractive index of a glass is 1.5. ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ 3/2. ಇದು ಫ್ರೀ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ velocity of light in free space. ಇದು velocity of light in a glass. 3/2 1.5. ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 8 cancel ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? The refractive index of the glass is equal to 1.5. It means when it travels in a medium, it travels not with this speed. C is equal to. which travels with v, and how can it be known? V is equal to 1 by square root of, see, while writing velocity or speed of light in the free space, we have taken the properties of electric field and magnetic field, how they are in concern with the free space. Now our light is traveling in a medium. Again, we have to take the same electric field and magnetic fields, how it is in concern with that particular medium in which light is traveling. ಗಾಳಿಯಂಗ ಫ್ರೀ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ನಾಗ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫ್ರೀ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ನಾಗ ಅದು ಫ್ರೀ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಅಲೋ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಫ್ರೀ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನ ಅಲೋ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಫ್ರೀ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯೂ ನಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಫ್ರೀ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಪ್ಸಿಲಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಲೈಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮೀಡಿಯಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಆ ಮೀಡಿಯಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಗೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಅಲೋ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆನೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಅಲೋ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆನೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಆ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ. ಆ ಮೀಡಿಯಂದು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ಏನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ? ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ. ಯಾವ್ದು ಆ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ? ಯಾವ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ. ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ, mu, absolute permeability of a medium. Suppose if it is traveling in a glass, of that glass, then absolute permittivity of that medium. Permittivity of a glass is a dielectric, insulated, whatever its value, but there it is epsilon. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಟಿವಿಟಿ ಏನ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್? ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ magnetic materials property ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, terms related with the magnetism, the definitions. ಏನದು? absolute permeability of a medium is equal to absolute permeability of a free space into relative permeability of a medium. ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿ absolute ಯಾವಾಗ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, relative ಯಾವಾಗ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವು ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ತಗೋತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಅದರಂಗೆನೆ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಪ್ಸಿಲಾನ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಪ್ಸಿಲಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಪ್ಸಿಲಾನ್ ಆರ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. ಮೂರ್ ಸಾರಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟೆನ್ಸಸ್, ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಟಿವಿಟಿ. 3 ratios. ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿಲ್ಲ? ಡೈಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಎಪ್ಸಿಲಾನ್ ಆರ್ that itself is a k. Dielectric constant or epsilon r relative permittivity. The dielectric constant is defined in terms of 3 definitions. In terms of a force experienced between the two charges when they are separated in a free space, to the force experienced or force acting between the same two charges when they are kept in a medium. FA by FM 1 ratio. ಮತ್ತೆ capacitance in terms of a C. ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಏರ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್, ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅವಾಗ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವುದು? ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು. In terms of permittivity, epsilon r dielectric constant is defined as a ratio of absolute permittivity of a medium to the absolute permittivity of a free space. ಹೀಗೆ 3 ways ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಇವಾಗ? ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1 by square root of mu into epsilon. Mu is absolute permeability of a medium, epsilon is absolute permittivity of a medium in which medium light is traveling. If you take these two ratios, illandre ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಇದನ್ನ? V can also be written like this, C by N. ಇದನ್ನ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀವಿ. You have taken this in our refraction chapter. Refraction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬರೀತೀವಿ? velocity of a light in a medium is equal to velocity of a light in a free space to the refractive index. ಅದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆಟ ಆಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ? 1.5. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು 1.5 ಬರಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1.5 ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು 3 into 10 to the power of 8 3 1.5 ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second ಏನಿದು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ರೇಷೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಹಿಂಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ರಿಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಬಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ ಸಿ ಗೊತ್ತು ವಿ ಗೊತ್ತು ಎನ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದಿ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಎನ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಬೈ refractive index is equal to c by v. What is the c? C is velocity of light in free space 1 by square root of a mu naught epsilon naught divided by velocity of light in a medium. Again, what it is? Velocity of light in a medium 1 divided by square root of mu naught mu and epsilon. ಇದನ್ನ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದು ಫೈನಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಓಕೆ these are all properties next property all EM waves in free space are in same phase both electric field and magnetic field both will be in same phase that also is property that only is understood by seeing by looking at this graph adu nodi adane helidvi ನಾವು ಏನಂತ both electric and magnetic field both electric and magnetic field will be in phase or in same phase and what we know what else we know with the definition we have come across one more thing what's that all these three are mutually perpendicular to each other which three electric field magnetic field and the direction of propagation all the three are mutually perpendicular to each other means if any wave if it is propagating perpendicular to the direction of the propagation means if it is oscillating direction perpendicular to the direction of propagation means that wave is what's that wave is EM wave is transverse in nature depending upon the mode of the vibration or mode of the propagation mode of the vibration and propagation we can classify waves into two types longitudinal and transverse and EM wave is a transverse in its nature how can we say because the fields are mutually perpendicular to the direction of the propagation that also is proper EM waves all the EM waves you can write all the EM waves whatever it is visible ultraviolet gamma x-ray radio micro all EM waves are transverse in nature because these are propagating perpendicular to the direction of propagation transverse in nature and apart from that basic property of waves there itself it has been seen that while they are moving or propagating in a medium or in a free space they don't move or they don't propagate they don't propagate or they don't move what they do while they are moving or propagating they carry energy and momentum also and that is understood and all the time we have been discussing that with that simple same example a wooden piece or wooden plank placed on the water ripple or a water wave it possesses both it will have both momentum and kinetic energy or any form of energy it means while they are propagating in a free space EM waves carry energy during their propagation, when they propagate. EM waves carry energy, or you can write EM waves transport energy when they are propagating, and EM waves carry momentum. EM waves carry momentum. Momentum P is equal to U divided by C. U is energy and C is velocity. U is energy means if it is in the motion, you can take kinetic energy half mv square. Kinetic energy half mv square divided by velocity, speed v. V will get cancelled. What is remaining there? Product of mass and velocity. That's nothing but the momentum. EM waves carry energy. EM waves carry momentum. How many are over? 7. Then the amplitude of the ratio of amplitude of electric field vector to the magnetic field vector. That ratio of amplitude gives the velocity. Ratio of amplitude of electric field vector and magnetic field vector, it gives velocity or speed of light. Which one is it? 8. Speed of light or speed of EM waves is given by another expression for the speed of EM waves. Speed of EM waves is equal to ratio of amplitudes of electric field and magnetic field. Electric field and magnetic field. See, the amplitudes have taken. Amplitude means maximum value during its peak. If you want, you can write again. You will get the same dimensional formula for the velocity what we need there. That we can get on writing this. Electric field means Newton per Coulomb. Magnetic field means Tesla meter per ampere. If you solve, you will get meter per second. Dimensionally, if you want to check it out, how that velocity of a light in a free space can be given. It can also be given in the ratio of, in terms of a ratio of amplitude of electric field vector to the amplitude of the magnetic field vector. And the next, all EM waves undergo or exhibit, all EM waves exhibit phenomena like reflection, diffraction, interference, diffraction, polarization, all these phenomena. We know that. What is reflection, what is a refraction, what is interference, what is a diffraction, what is a polarization. All these phenomena are exhibited by all the EM waves. All the EM waves, radio, micro, infrared, visible, all these undergo these all phenomena. These all can exhibit these light related phenomena. And for all these phenomena, what we are observing, light related phenomena, whatever it is, reflection, refraction, interference, diffraction, polarization, these are because of variation in the electric field. All light related phenomena are resulted because of because of electric field component or electric field vector, not because of magnetic field vector. Because of electric field vector or because of change in electric field, because of varying electric field. Remember this. Most of the time it is asked in all the entrance types of exams. No phenomena out of these is because of magnetic field. All phenomena are resulted or exhibited by the EM wave because of a change in electric field. Because electric field has a greater strength over the magnetic field of EM waves. Electric field strength is far greater, very much greater than the magnetic field. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಫಿನಾಮಿನಾ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ ಲೈಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಫಲನ, ವಕ್ರೀಭವನ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ್ದ್ಯಾವ್ದು ಪೋಲರೈಸೇಷನ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಇಂಟರ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದು ಲೈಟು ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, ನಾಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಅಂಡ್ field responsible for all the light related phenomena is electric field, not magnetic field. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಬಹಳ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ all the light related phenomena are because of a change in electric field, not because of a magnetic field. ಇಷ್ಟಾದ್ರು 10 ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ, 4.56 ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬರಿಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾವ್ದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ, ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1/μ0 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ μ0 ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವೆರಡರದ್ದು ರೇಷಿಯೋ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಸಿ/ವಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎನ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಸಿ/ವಿ, ವಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಸಿ/ಎನ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಫಿನಾಮಿನಾ, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಅವನ್ನ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. Okay, next class we will see some I will give you a table how to remember properties and applications of parts of the electromagnetic waves easily. Radio, micro, infrared properties, applications remember ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, so that we can easily remember all the properties and applications of different parts of a EM wave starting from the radio to gamma. Thank you.